Whether you're replacing the evaporator core or the heater core, the same process will have to be applied, and it will have to remove the dash in the case. I've already got this stuff removed, but I will show you step by step how to remove it. I'll install it and then film it and put it in order. Anyway, I'm replacing the AC evaporator core. It's completely clogged up. No airflow through the dash coming out the vents. That's the new one. Okay, let's get started removing this dash. Now, if this video helps you out any at all, please like and subscribe. The first thing, remove the negative battery cable. Okay, we're going to remove this panel right here, and it's got clips in it throughout here, but usually you can just get this pried up a little bit. You may have to kind of use something to help you pry it where you can get your fingers under it, and you just start jiggling it, pulling up, working around, wiggling, just all the way around it. Going to remove this kick panel right here. Get you a pair of needle nose pliers or a trim tool, and remove this push type clip right here. That right there. And you'll grab it. It's got two clips in it. It's got a clip here and a clip here. You just grab it down here though and just try to pull it, and it'll pop right out. Okay, on this driver's side pull handle with this A-post trim here, it's got two little covers right here. You'll have to get something in there and pry that out, but that's the cover. It's got one down here. Underneath that cover, it's got four of these 8mm bolts that go in, right? There's two up here, and then there's two down here. Them will need to be removed. Once you get them removed, kind of pull your weather strip out here a little bit. Just grab it. It's got some clips on it. You'll just pull it out. Now, when you go back with it, it's got some alignment pins in it right here, and right here that'll match up into the body. And also down here, it's got a tab. See that tab that's sticking down right there? It goes into the slot right there in the side of the dash. This end cover needs to come off. Pull your weather strip out a little bit. Get something in there. Small screwdriver or a workaround. Release it from the clips. Pull it off. This lower dash panel right here will have to be removed. You just get in here. I've got this part of the way pretty much undone, but just work it loose from the clips. That's all the clips in the back side. Real simple. Let's remove these column covers. There's an upper and then there's a lower. The lower, you'll have to remove 3 of these 5.5mm bolts. One goes there, one there, and then one right up here. Remove them, and these two, this upper and this lower, kind of snap together. So you'll have to grab it to the back here, kind of pull on it, work it out, work it around, and then work these panels off. See all these little electric connectors here hook up to the steering column? You'll just have to follow this harness to all these connectors. This one here goes on top. It kind of has a retainer on it right here, this little white retainer. You'll have to loosen it up out of place, and just follow these wires around wherever they connect. And most all of them are the kind of like you push it and remove it. There is one right there, little, oh, I hope you can see that one right there. This one here hooks up back here, I believe, on the back side of that. And then down here, which you'll have this one, it's push in type 2, right here, right here, And this has got a retainer right here, a little white retainer. You just get some needle nose pliers in between them and then pull them out. I don't think anything was plugged to that one on this particular model. There is a retainer back here. I broke that one trying to get it out. It's seized in there. But anyway, it's not going to hurt anything. Down here on the bottom of the steering column, we need to unhook this shift cable. Just take a pair of needle nose pliers where this eyelet hooks up right here. Get between that little bracket there, that eyelet, and just kind of pry it out. Next, see this retainer right here? I've already got this released, but there is a little hole right here, so use a small object, kind of pointed, it could be a punch or whatever. Push that in and that'll release that lock on it, and then just pull it straight out like that. But that right there is the little lock deal that you're pushing in. At the lower part of the steering column, we need to unhook the steering shaft from the column, and you'll just go underneath the dash here. You'll look up here where this universal coupler is. There's a 10mm bolt. You'll remove it, and then you'll just push straight down on this. Okay, now from this moment on, we can't let this steering wheel spin around, like a complete turn. We'll get that airbag winding out or out of a line. So just you can move it a little bit here like this, but just kind of keep it straight. Okay, on the steering column, we're going to unbolt it. You'll have 4 13mm nuts. One here. I've already got them loosened up. There's one here. And on the other side, one here. And then one back here. Remove them. Save the front ones last, because you'll have to kind of hold up on the steering column while you remove them. Once you get them removed, you can set the steering wheel down here on the seat till you can get it pulled out. Again, don't let the steering wheel turn on you. Just kind of keep it straight. I'm going to pull the steering column out. Now, we don't want this steering wheel to rotate all the way around. You can rotate a little bit, but you don't want to get that clock spring out of a line. So once we take this out, we need to make sure the steering wheel stays in the same place. So I'll just lift it out of here and slide it out, and then keep the steering wheel straight. Looking through the steering column opening here, right here is the emergency brake release. We need to unhook the cable. I hope you can see it. You'll follow it all the way back to a lever back here where this little cable's at, and you'll just grab that cable, slide it that way, pull it out. Let me try it showing you from down here. I hope I can capture it. You just grab it and go. I can't see. Like that. Looking right through here again. Right through here where the steering column went. There's this little electrical connector right here. Needs to be unplugged. If you can see it very well. That one right there. And you'll just reach in behind where I got my hand going up under. You'll hit a release pin. I think I got it. Then pull it out. This electrical connector right here, I'm looking through where the column went. This one here has got that connector's going to have to be undone. It's got that, it's a hinge type, just like this one. Hinge type. Push it all the way back, pull your connector out. Looking through this opening where the steering column was at, if you look down here, we'll need to unplug this electrical connector that goes to the accelerator pedal. We'll just slide this red clip back and then release a push pin in there, pull that off on this brake light switch. Just push the release on it and pull it out. This one here. And remove this panel right here. It pops off. Okay, we're gonna need to remove this little cover right here off this kick panel. It just pops out. We'll need to remove this kick panel on the passenger side. Just pull your weather strip out of the way. Grab it. Work around it. Pull it out. It's got 2 clips there. Okay, on the dash end, we'll need to remove this panel. Just pop it loose. Pull it out. Here on top of the dash, you're going to have a cover right up here. You'll need to get something under it like that, pry it up, and pull it out. We're going to need them off because we got some mounting bolts down in there. And you'll have one here on the driver's side, which I've already got popped loose. You can see it. You can do it the same way. Okay, here on the passenger side, we're going to remove this A-post pull handle. It'll have 2 covers. Go one here, then one up here. It'll have 4 of these 8mm bolts in it. 2 there, and then 2 here. Remove them, and then when you get them removed, just grab it. It's got some clips that hold it on. You just pull out like that and lift it out of this dash. Be aware it's got a little tab down here on the bottom that slides into the dash up here at the top. When you go back with it, see that little slot there? That'll slide down inside that when you go back with it. But anyway, now these wiring harnesses here on this passenger side, we're gonna remove all these connectors that hook up, which I've got them partly way out. I'm just showing you which ones. This one right here, we'll pull it out. Let's see here. But it's got the same kind of setup as this one's got. So you'll take it and you'll pull this lever down like that, and then kind of wiggle it out. It's got the same kind of setup on this one that goes in here. I'm not gonna be able to show you because it's too far up in there. Anyway, you'll unplug that one. You'll unplug that one. This one right here's got one of the little same setups. It's got the little hinge deal that flips it out. And then this one that goes right here, just got a push type deal. You push in, pull it out. And then right here, this is the antenna. You'll just unplug it. This pulls out. And then you'll go to your glove box on the sides here. You'll push them. They got these stops on them. And right here, you'll have a connector right here that's got just a, well, it's on the side. Push type deal there. You'll unplug it. This one right here, push deal here. Just push it, unplug it, and that's all the electrical connectors on this side. Now let's unbolt the dash, and I'll show you where every bolt is at. On the side, this is the driver's side. You'll have 3 bolts on this, a 10mm on all these bolts. One there, and one there. And down here, there's a brace up in this dash, right there at the end of my light. One there, up on top. Through these little slots here. On this side, you'll have 2 bolts down in there. I don't know if I can give you a shot. Maybe I can try. Just my camera. Yeah, there's one there, and then one there. You see them, they're kind of a silverish color there. There's two of them. Remove them. All right, my camera back here. Now on the side, I know this is stupid how they did this, but right here in this body, there's a hole, there's a plug in it. You'll have to remove this plug that sets in here. Just pop it out, and you'll go out side here. So I can get my light positioned right. And you see that hole in the body? It goes all the way through to the dash, and there is a 10mm bolt in there that you will have to remove. Let's see if you can see it now. It's kind of hard to get a angle on it, but there is one there, and you'll use a try to use a 1/4 inch extension with a wobble and go in right through here where my light's going, like I'm going in through my light, and get on it. Then on the passenger side, on the side we'll have two here. Over here you'll have one, pull this weather strip out of the way here, one here on the top, and then one there on the lower, and then up here you will, through this slot, there'll just be one on this side right there. Remove every one of them bolts. Okay, get it all unbolted. It's ready to come out. Now you'll need someone to help you on the opposite side. You'll need a person on each side. Lift this thing up, you'll pull it out. It's got some dowel guides in it right here. You clear that, and you'll just roll it over into the seat right here. Which if you got, this is a bench seat, you got a bucket seat, you may be able to still roll it over on the bucket seats, or you could, once you get it pulled out, if you wanted to, you could just remove the whole dash. But I'm just going to roll this one over onto the seat. Okay, dash is laid in the seat. This is how I got it laid in there. Be careful not to set any of the sharp metal stuff on these edges. They'll poke a hole in your seat. So if you want to know how to pull this case out and put the evaporator core or the heater core in, go to part 2 video.